What's going on, guys and gals? Stock Jock here. Friday, May 5th, and or 4th, sorry, and I'm up $1,852 in the first hour of trading. Let's get into the trades really quick. So today was a very interesting day. A lot of things were hitting the scanners. A lot of things would run, and you have to trade each day differently. So then this day, for this trade, well, first I want to talk about those three sells you see with CCCL, CNET, and Cali. Those are swings I held overnight. I sold them as Chinese stocks were moving yesterday. They popped, they gapped up a little bit, and the leading Chinese stock was CREG at this time, and it just started to sell off. So when I saw that, I just sold all my other Chinese stocks that I was holding. It gave me about $515 worth of swing trades there. But this first trade, again, things were starting to move. Things have been very volatile in the low floats area. They've been popping like crazy. So today, a lot of my trades were something's popping, I'm jumping in really quick. So the first trade here, BLIN, it hits my scanners. I see that it's only up about 20 cents from the lows. So I'm willing to jump in immediately. Once I jump in, it pops up, it hits 250, breaks 250, and I sell into that resistance level. These whole and half dollar areas, they're always resistance. It's nice to get the pop above them, but a lot of times you'll see selling on the other side of it, on the other side of the the 50-cent mark in this case, and you'll see that happen. And I also sell into that area as well. So it did end up ripping after I got out, but nonetheless, a nice win for sure to start the day.
Craig.
I'm long BLIN, starting to hit the scanners here. 222 is my entry. Exit 240.
So this next trade is CCCL, one of the swing trades that I actually took from yesterday, and it just hit the scanners. Actually, there was about three stocks that hit the scanners all at the same time: DELT, CCCL, and CNET. And this one happened to be right around a whole dollar resistance level. And the reason why I took this one is because I heard chat rooms starting to mention it, meaning they're looking at it. And if one chat room's looking at it, probably two or three are looking at it. And if two or three are looking at it, that means 5 to 6 to 7,000 people are looking at it. That's why it's so important to be a member of these chat rooms. It gives you a gauge of what people are looking at. So when I heard the CCCL mentioned in a chat room, I jump in this one because I know people are watching it. Not just that chat room, but just in general, it gives me a good gauge that other people are watching it. I jump in, it breaks the whole dollar, I sell over the whole dollar.
Delt hitting the scanner, CCCL hitting the scanner, CNET hitting the scanner. Okay, now they want to run after I sell.
CCCL. The stock we've traded in the past. It's not always been the easiest to
Long
trade.
CCCL 197, looking for the 2.
Take a starter at $2.
All right, I'm out 203.
Aggressive on
Chat room's
CCCL.
just jumped in it now.
So NFEC, this one again is a stock that just hits the scanner. It's hanging around that whole or half dollar area. In this case, it's a half dollar area. I wait for a little bit of volume to come in. I jump in. I'm just looking for the break of that half dollar area, and it gives me that pop. Squeeze some shorts out, I'm sure, and I sell on the other side for a quick win. None of these stocks have shown me that they want to just rip and go and move 50 cents. Besides that very first one out of the gates, and even that one's sold off. So I'm very hesitant to hold for another 50-cent winner or whatever. I'm just looking for quick scalps. Give me 10 cents. I'm going to get out easily all day long. Quick wins, base hits, and they add up at the end of the day.
So Craig is going low of day right now. That's not good for the Chinese stocks. NFEC hitting the scanners.
LENS, the halt time was 9:30.
I'm in NFEC 148.
So LENS, we'll pull that one back up. You're definitely seeing a market where these stocks are hitting the scanners, they're squeezing up. NFEC is the next
And
one
I'm
to the
out
scanners.
155. I'm just jumping in. These stocks that hit the scanners, especially if they're at a whole or a half dollar break, looking for a little bit of squeeze above it, and selling on the other side of that.
Focus on,
So again, FORD, this was one that I've actually traded before, so I'm familiar with the name, so I was even more willing to jump into this one at the $0.50 break. This is the first one that kind of didn't really pop well, so now I'm getting a little hesitant to continue to play these. I still played it nonetheless. It just kind of sat there, and when it sits, sat there after breaking, I'm not willing to sit around and do nothing with the stock, so I sell for a penny win. But today is a different kind of day. Again, today is a day that low floats, when they hit the scanner, they're going to pop. They're going to pop 10, 20 cents, whatever, and then they're probably going to sell off. Most days, you might see it hit the scanner and just not move. So every day is different. You got to treat these things as like they're all related. If one decides to go and start running $5, $6, $7, something crazy like that, you better believe it that the next low floater that hits these scanners that people use, just a low float, high a day scanner, you better believe that people are going to jump into the next one, regardless if it's related to it business wise. They're just going to jump into it. And today, they all starting to do the exact same thing. Out of the gates in the morning, 9:30, they're ripping good. Now they're starting to slow down, give us 10, 15 cent moves. Now this one didn't do anything, so I was lucky to get out. And you have to gauge the market. You have to gauge what these things are doing. So I got out for a penny win on this guy.
Watching this, my average is 264. Added at 215 or 315 for the break of 340. Seeing if we're going to go into a second halt. New cost basis now is 395.
I'm in FORD in the scanners.
Added again at 340 for the break over the $0.50. I'm thinking possible second circuit breaker halt on this
150 entry. This one's not moving.
Stop is $3.
All right, I'm out. +1 on that FORD.
So CLWT, this one was on watch because the move yesterday was absolutely insane. This thing just went from basically $2.50 to $8.50. Pretty crazy move. So I was kind of watching this, all morning, waiting for an entry, and it kind of gave me one here. I don't typically like this entry that I took. You'll hear me talk about how, we got the pop through the VWAP here on the 1 minute chart. You look at right in the middle of the screen, pop through the VWAP, came down to the VWAP, and what I told my room I was waiting for is the 1 minute candle over candle. So we had the pop, pull back, and now as long as we stay above the VWAP, candle over candle. But instead, I saw a little volume come in. I was thinking maybe $7 would break and it would get another pop, but it didn't happen that way. And this is why waiting for that candle over candle confirmation is so important. I almost got stopped out of this. I got lucky and I actually made profit on it. So when I saw that volume come in, I went long and ended up being a hidden seller at $7 here. So I was like, should I stop out? We're going candle under candle here. We're breaking through the VWAP. And some bids came in and kind of held it up there. So I was willing to wait for this 1 minute candle to close. And I would use this 1 minute candle that we're currently in as my gauge. If we go candle over candle, okay, great. Then I'm making profit. If we go candle under this candle, so the break of like 685, I think is what it ends up being, I'll stop out at that point. So I got kind of lucky. And if I took my own advice and waited for the candle over candle break, it would have been much safer, and I wouldn't have had to sit around for a couple minutes to wait for this thing to decide which way it was going to go.
CLWT at the VWAP might be a buy here. I'll look for a candle over candle in the 1 minute for this guy.
Stopped out at 70.
All right, I'm going to try CLWT at 7, and I'm going to stop out because 690 was my stop loss and the bid just dropped.
Partial profit, stopped out, the rest pretty back down to 70. EPIX I wouldn't go for. The daily chart's not that great. It's not showing really its strength right now anyways.
So the break is 685. I'll do my stop loss now. I was kind of hoping the VWAP would hold. A lot of orders are going through at 7, and it's not breaking that, which I don't like. It's a bearish sign, hidden seller.
I'm not sure if it will. CHFS pulling back a little bit. Watching the scanners.
All right, I sold at 710 CLWT.
So IZEA, this one, as you can kind of see here, I had a couple things going for it. It hit my low float scanner, so I immediately went to it. It's a stock I've played before, so I'm very familiar with it. And there's some things that I analyzed in about half a second that just comes with experience. So when I clicked to this chart, I saw a few things. First off, we were at that $half area. People are going to buy that area just for the pop, right? And that's what I've been doing all morning, so I'm familiar with that strategy. It's worked out. So that's one reason. Two reasons. This is the first 1 minute candle over candle since the pop. You had plenty of candle under candles and it didn't flush out. So this is the first candle over candle, which is a good thing as well. And the third thing is the daily chart looks good. It's a nice soft landing on that curl, and now it's curling back up. So I get a nice pop out of this thing. I'm thinking it's going to break $3. It doesn't. I sell as it looks like it's, the momentum's losing. For some reason, I sell in 2 lots. The first lot I actually sold for a loss, which you'll watch, the bid is higher than where I sold it at. So I don't know how I lost money on the first lot. The second lot I sold for a smaller win. This could have been a much bigger win, but I got greedy, and you'll see it in the trade.
And go parabolic. And we're not
IZEA hitting the scanners.
that quite.
I'm going to jump in at 252. I like the daily chart on this one. Nice curl on it. This is also a Bitcoin play, if I'm not mistaken.
IZEA is one that I've lost money on a couple times.
Come on, break 3.
Daily chart. It's interesting. Maybe I'll watch it. The high right now is 287. It would have. CNET is flagging under 330. It's a stronger daily chart. That one I might be more comfortable scalping. 31.
Sold half. Oh my gosh, sold half for a loss? How's that even possible?
Yeah, I'm long CNET at 329 for the break at 331.
Alright, I'm out the rest. Plus 7 on IZEA. I thought it was going to break 3. It didn't.
OGEN is this next trade. This one, I missed the candle over candle because it just wasn't a stock I was watching. But I hit my low float scanner. I switched to it. What made me want to buy is I saw that 9,000 share block bid come in real quick. So when I saw that, I bought. And it's a stock I'm familiar with. You can see on the daily chart it loves to spike, and it usually sells off 100% of that move. So I thought, okay, we're only 20 cents from the low a day, so the worst case is I'm going to stop out for minus 20, but it'll never get there. So I jump in, and it kind of head fakes me a little bit, but then volume does come in as chat room starts seeing it, breaks that $1.50 area, and I sell as it hits, as it breaks 150, and I sell. I'm not trying to hold these for another 50-cent move, 60-cent move. Just trying to break those resistance areas, sell on the other side of those resistance areas, take my money, take my another base hit, move on.
I think we might be done for the day. It is
Oh, Jen.
but we might also get a surprise move.
OGEN.
Early.
I'll try at 142.
I'll look at NGFC in a second.
149.
Ozen getting for buying.
So PTLA is a little bit more of an interesting trade in my book. Okay, so we're below the VWAP. So when a stock is below the VWAP, I'm looking to short it. In this case, a lot of these larger cap companies or mid cap companies, when they approach whole and half dollar areas, they tend to bounce off it the first time they test that area, and then it's usually the second time that they break it. In this case, this is what happened. So if you look 2 minutes backwards, you see that red candle tap 41, and then in the last 1 minute candle here bounced up for a little pullback or pull up candle since we're going short here. And now I'm just looking for 1 minute candle under candle. I enter there looking for the $41 break. We break 41, I cover half, and then the rest I get to play with. As long as it's moving down, I'm happy. Once it looks like it's done moving down for the time being, I'll cover for the rest for the nice win.
Sell.
Short 4107. Cover half at 41.
So I'm still sitting tight.
Looking for that next pulse down. If we get 40.77 to break, it should let it go a little bit. Stop loss on the rest is if the bid gets over 41, I'll probably just stop out the rest. Alright, I covered 40.88 on the rest. Saw some bidders come in, so just gonna cover up. Couldn't break it this time.
And that's how I ended the morning, up $1,852. Very nice day for sure. Hope you all enjoy your weekend. And if you have any questions on my trading style, feel free to ask. I run a free Discord chat room. If you don't know what that is, it's just a program that you can use for chat rooms. I run one. It's completely free. So if you have questions, please click on the link, come on in, and enjoy the chat room. Ask questions. We have a lot of people here with a lot of knowledge, and they're here to help out. It's completely free. Come use us. All right. Have a good weekend.